welcome. Welcome everybody. How are you doing today? I hope that everybody is doing well. There's so much going on these days in the world, and so I hope that you are taking more time to simply be here. And today I wanted to speak a little bit about our upcoming 3-week intensive that begins on the 27th of April. And that is really geared towards addressing the issues that arise in our daily life. You know, sometimes we have this misunderstanding about spirituality and spiritual pursuit, that it excludes the daily life. And even though, you know, there is a time, of course, where we are drawn more into the inner, where, you know, we are not so concerned or looking into the issues of our life or what's going on in the world. However, there may also be a misunderstanding. You know, there really is a big difference between just sitting quietly in meditation and then, you know, we engage in life and then life happens. And as a matter of fact, you know, I find that it's very telling, the responses, the reactions, the patterns of the past that arise when we are engaged in life. And so in that way, and that's really a focus, or the focus of our intensive is, in that way, our daily life and what arises in our daily life can and is really an opportunity and a vehicle to awakening and freedom. One of the areas I want to address in this upcoming intensive is the relationship between money and survival. There has been a lot going on economically. Many people are concerned about money. You know, the way I speak about this, the survival instinct is the strongest impulse we have in the body-mind. You know, as a matter of fact, our brain, our nervous system is geared towards assuring the physical survival of this body. So that survival instinct is not just a belief, it really is a physiological impulse that sometimes it's felt very, very strongly in your experience. You know, and so often that survival instinct and money, which really is an object that arises in presence, like anything else. Just think about it, all the different, you know, value judgments we have on money and all the different things we put into that, all the different, you know, understandings and hopes and desires we put into this object called money. You know, and oftentimes, you know, it's very interesting. We're going to explore that, of course, more in our intensive. And oftentimes these two things, survival instinct and money, get really coupled together. They become one and the same in our experience. And you know, when it becomes one and the same, first of all, misunderstanding, but it also, because of the strong physiological impulse, you know, that we get from survival, right, from the survival instinct. You know, sometimes it's challenging to really look at money and issues around money objectively, to really see the nature of this object called money, to also see in the deepest sense that naturally we are already taken care of in presence. And I don't want this statement to be just empty words, you know, or just things we have to believe. I really want us to know that experientially, moment by moment by moment. And so this is one of the very interesting topics we are going to be speaking about. I'm very much looking forward to that. As usual, I want to be very practical and very experiential in that. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you in the program.